Hi Tarot Rebels, I am Michaela from Tarot Rebel and I'm super happy to welcome you today to this walkthrough video. Today I'm going to show you the new Transient Light Tarot deck as well as the Trinity Tarot deck. They're both created by Ari Weisner, I hope I'm saying this right, and I will show you the decks. As you can see, I haven't opened them yet. They're very beautiful indie Kickstarter decks. I think now they're available on Etsy as well. Please remember, this is not a tarot reading. This is a walkthrough, a review of some sorts, some first impressions if you like. And if you want a tarot reading, you have all the details in the description box down below should you wish to contact me. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment and share this video if you think it's useful or fun or interesting or awful, if that's what you think of it. And let's start. So I'll just put these stones aside. These are my favorite gemstones at the moment. As you can see, they came really well packaged. I got the bundle from Kickstarter. You can choose to buy either one of the decks on Ari's Etsy shop if you want. It took about 2 months to arrive. I'm gonna try and unpackage this. They're very well packaged and it was really nice to look at the bundle when I received it. So it took about 2 months to arrive. I think the Transient Light costs about £35 on Kickstarter, on Etsy, or maybe it's on sale now. I'm not sure, it depends on when you're watching this video. It's printed in the UK. It's a genderless plastic-free deck with poetry by Fausta Jolly, if I'm saying that right. Sorry for all the noise. So it also includes 3 bonus cards, past, present, and future, and 120 pages guidebook. It's a sturdy box, as you can see, 2-piece box. Obviously something flew out of it. I'm not going to show you. This is the present card. I'm number 572 out of 1,000, so that's what I got. A really nice note here from Ari. You are the owner of the first edition Transient Light Tarot deck. I hope it will bring you joy, comfort, and inspiration for years to come. Please take a moment to share on social media. I love to see your photos. Instagram, it's at transient_light_deck. If you have any feedback, positive or negative, you can email me at ariweisner@gmail.com. Much gratitude and warmth. And this is what we have. For more copies, you can visit the Etsy shop. I'm just gonna put this aside. This is a very, very nice box, as I can tell now. It's a very, hope you can hear that. It's a very nice cardboard box. Let's see. This tarot deck is inspired by the beauty of transience, the briefness of life that makes it valuable and worth chasing. Although temporary, our being can facilitate something more universally connected and priceless. Whether change is joyful or painful, it is followed by a new beginning where we can find beauty and opportunity to heal and grow. First edition. It does say here 81 cards and guidebook with poetry by Fausta Jolly, and I really like the colors of this. It's a very muted deck, as I said, inspired by beauty of transience, which is a feeling I'm trying to incorporate more and more every day. This is the guidebook. It's a really nice guidebook, I would say. This is lovely. It says part 1, the realm of wands, the realm of swords, vessels, and coins. So I see that the cups have been renamed as vessels. And part 2, we have the major arcanas, and then spreads and about Ari and about Fausta. Flow within the spinning hourglass attached to the cosmic wheel of becoming. That's a really nice introduction. The wands. it has the elements associated with it and the zodiac signs, what it stands for, the realm of spirit, inspiration, insight, vision, purpose, and destiny. Nice poetry there at the beginning with some numerology attached to it. And I really like that this is a colored guidebook, which is nice. Oh, so the court cards have been renamed into this is Apprentice of Wands, this is the Page of Wands, Champion of Wands is obviously the Knight, the Keeper of Wands is the Queen, and the Crown of Wands is the King. Let's see, the Swords, it's a very pippish deck from what I can see, but it's a really interesting one. The Vessels, again, Apprentice, Champion. Oh, that's a really nice champion. We'll dive into that a bit later. And then the coins, very traditional in a way, but also very interesting. The Arcanas, major Arcanas, we have the Fool, the Revealer. Okay, I think I read about gender neutralized major Arcanas, so some of the cards have been renamed to showcase that. I'm going to put this aside. We have the Empress, which becomes the nurturer, the Emperor, who becomes the defender, the High Priestess becomes the revealer, the Hierophant is the proclaimer, and the Hanged Man is the hanged one in this deck. I have my trusted Rider-Waite at hand, and we can. This is the box. It's a really lovely box, and I like that it's not glossy, and you can take it apart very easily. I have one of my decks that it's kind of a mess to take out of the box. This is the deck. 81 cards, as I said. Let's see. It's a tad smaller than the Rider-Waite, but not by much. I really like the muted color palette. It's these greens and the blacks and the greens. It's a vision, I would say. Okay, it's a really nice texture, kind of semi-glossy, but it's not that bad. These are the backs, reversible if that's your thing to read. And let's see, hope you can see. This is the Fool. I like the key and the eye and the leap of faith. I think it's very different from the traditional imagery, but I really like new images that can speak about this. The Magician, it only has the elements and not, so we have they're not actually the elements. This is a crystal, a feather, a skull, and a pendulum. I want to read the guidebook because it's something else. The coins, the Fool, and the Magician. Find a talisman. You might have many. Pop it in your pocket. Hold tight if you think you've lost sight of your own magic. The beauty of the alchemist is the discourse between all the elements. Crystal forged from earth's core, feathers gathered after that winged journey. We are not graced with the security of an exoskeleton. Widened third eye, sip from the cup of ancestors and keep close to chest. Your own magician's code. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Equipped, enabled, resourceful, talented. I like this. It's a new vision of a card that I really hold dear. Even yesterday in my daily practice, I pulled the Magician, and it's a very powerful reminder for me as to what is the blessing of knowing what you want and going for it. So even if it doesn't have the traditional elements, I still think this is a powerful vision, a powerful reminder. This is the Revealer. Very scarce in imagery, but then you have the tree of life and the two should I call them urns, to remind of the two pillars and the moon. Nice. The nurturer. As I said, this is a genderless deck, so you might not see humans in it, you might not see a gender-specific representation of someone in this deck. The nurturer with the pearl. Nice. The defender with the crown. Very specific and very minimalistic. The proclaimer. It's an interesting choice of words for this card, and I think I appreciate it more than the Hierophant. I think it's more about knowledge and about guiding people to the light, if that makes sense. The Lovers. Oh, that's a gorgeous image. It's a gorgeous image because you don't have the traditional two people standing in front of each other in front of God. It's a locket, a heart locket. The Chariot. A very fast moving energy. It feels as if when you're saying things, you're bringing them to life. This is how it feels. And it's something else. The Strength card. Simple and powerful. This is a beautiful hermit. Like a moth to a flame, but that's not a moth. I think that's a wasp. Interesting. Interesting. The Wheel of Fortune with the dice and the thread of life weaved by the three fates. The Justice card with the pillars and the sword. The Hanged One with the anchor. Anchor symbolizing probably being dragged at the bottom of the lake, of the sea, of anything. It's again very minimalistic and very, very powerful in a way. The Death card. This reminds me of the River Styx, sorry, for some reason, with the pillars and stepping into the other realm. Temperance. Nice. The Devil. I don't know how I feel about this because the Devil is one of my favorite cards. I'm so used to seeing very violent images when it comes to the Devil that when I see something as simple as a snake, a chain and a scissors cutting the chain, it becomes very conflicting to me. It kind of minimizes the power of the Devil, the power of addiction, the power of toxicity, the power of negativity, the power of manipulation, and it kind of brings it back into the material world. I like this this representation. The Tower. The Tower is not crumbling, but it's not supported by anything. It's a play on the usual aspect of the card because it kind of leaves you only with the foundation, but in this deck you have the foundation from under you and you have nothing. Yeah, you might have the tower yet, but you don't have the foundation that sustained it. The Star, gorgeous. The Moon. The Sun. I like the Sun. Oh, this is gorgeous. And the Judgment. With the key and the horn and the neck. Wow. And the World. Okay, moving on to the Ace of Wands. Cute. It's is this like a sage thing? Burning sage. Yeah, kind of looks like it from afar. Two of Wands with the World. The Three of Wands. I appreciate the triangle more than the traditional image. The Four of Wands. It's about stability and structure and safety. more than, it's about celebration too, because it does have the flowers, but it brings that homely feeling. The Five of Wands. Ooh, that's interesting. It's so simple yet so evocative of the struggle that you have when you're going through the Five of Wands energy, and it's one of the cards that stalk me all the time. So obviously whenever I see the Five of Wands in a new deck, I pay attention to it. The Six of Wands, interesting. Seven of Wands, the struggle of keeping your light on even if everything is against you. The Eight of Wands, very traditional. The Nine of Wands, again blossoming through the pain. And the Ten of Wands. Having them in a basket makes so much sense, because when you're trying to let go of your burdens, you keep dropping them. If you're in this person's position, you keep dropping them and losing them one on the way. But if you have all of them in one basket and you just take the basket out, you remove everything. The Page of Wands, Apprentice, sorry. With what's this? Is it like it's not a binocular, but you know what I mean. Her to look out in the distance. The Champion of Wands, gorgeous. The Keeper of Wands, and the Crown of Wands, gorgeous, gorgeous card. Okay, give me 1 second to change my deck order. Okay, I'm back. I had to change the order to make this deck fit. Ace of Swords with the butterfly and the eye, gorgeous. The Two of Swords are all the swords with the butterfly. Yes, I'm loving this. loving this with the butterflies and the eyes, as you can see here. So Five of Swords, gorgeous imagery for the Six of Swords with crossing over to calmer waters. It's not crossing in a boat, it's just crossing a bridge. It's taking that shortcut when it comes to your benefit and your own stability. Seven of Swords. That's interesting with the checkered floor here, because the Seven of Swords is all about trickery. And sometimes the checkered floor is used in, or so they say, it's used in mind control facilities, MK Ultra and all of that. So interesting. Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords with the lonely butterfly here. And the Ten of Swords. The swords are broken this time. Interesting. This time the swords are broken. I want to know what they wanted to do with this card, because it's something else. Six of Swords, Ten of Swords. For every sword shattered, for every investment with no return, for every word fallen on stubborn ears. Are you being stubborn? Are you exhausted? There is no shame in accepting defeat when the universe spells out no on the door you keep knocking on. Know when to step away from a pursuit. If you are stubborn, soften. Truth is like a strong sword of precious metal. If your truth keeps shattering, perhaps its material needs refining. I like this. It's a new interpretation of the card. I really enjoy this. The Apprentice of Swords with the books. Yeah. Learning. Inquisitive. Champion of Swords with the eagle. Keeper of Swords. Again with the key. And the Crown of Swords. The Ace of Vessels with the message. Two of Vessels, wine. The Three of Vessels with, oh, that's such a lovely that's such a lovely image, because these are gouache, I think they're called, painting. And when you put colors together, they mix together and they work together to form something so much better. And it's such a beautiful representation of the Three of Cups card, the company card, the bringing joy together, being together, being happy together. I really like this. The Four of Vessels, growing something. Interesting. The Five of Vessels. Are these eggs? I think they're eggs. The Vessels for life, yeah. Six of Vessels with memories, trunks of memories. The Seven of Vessels. The Eight of Vessels. Nice puzzle. And the Nine of Vessels with the abundance and the happiness and the contentment. And the Ten of Vessels with the rainbow and the gifts. Apprentice. Oh, that's gorgeous. The Champion. Instead of a cup, we have a backpack. Funny. The Keeper of Vessels with the heart. The Keeper of the emotions. I like this. And the Crown of Vessels. Moving on to the Ace of Coins. New opportunities, new doors coming up for you. Two of Coins. Not necessarily balanced, but trying to balance them out. The Three of Coins, intricate work. Intricate, very intricate work. The Four of Coins. The Five of Coins. Oh, it's a string of pearls being broken to remind you of that how should I call it? It's not necessarily poverty, it's about feeling down and abandoned and impoverished. Sorry for that. Six of Coins. Seven of Coins. The Eight of Coins. Another intricate work. The Nine of Coins. And the 10 coins. This is the Tree of Life again. Oops. The Apprentice of Work, of Coins, of Work. I mean, it is the Apprentice of Work because it ties with the earth signs, which all of them are hardworking people. So it's the Apprentice of Work. I'm not gonna call it otherwise from now on. Champion of Coins. Oh, with the ribbons flying and all. Nice. The Keeper of Coins. And the Crown of Coins. And as I said, there are 3 cards, past, present, future. Not sure how to use them, honestly. Did they say at the end of the Major Arcana? Hanged Devil. Okay, Judgment of the World, spreads. Okay, spread. Past, present, future. Remove the 3 bonus cards and return them to the deck facing the opposite way. Shuffle the deck however you like before spreading the cards in a line facing down. The bonus cards will kiss 3 cards for you to read, 1 for each of the tenses. If 2 bonus cards kiss each other, review how those 2 tenses could be especially affecting to get the other. Interesting. Also, we have RE spread, which is how many? Unity, north, south, east, west. And we have north fire, east air, south earth, and west water. Fausta solstice healing spread. It's an ancestor read if you want. and then a few words about them. I'm just gonna put these cards aside for now because I'm not going to use them, and I'm going to try and shuffle the deck, see how it shuffles. Kind of feels a bit fragile, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just because it's a bit stiff. Let's shuffle some more. I'm not a riffle shuffler, but okay, let's see how it shuffles. Oh, this is so much better. So much better. Let's see, what do we have? The Five of Wands. Oh wow, Champion of Wands, and the Fool. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that the Five of Wands shows up in a walkthrough video in a form or another. As I said, it is one of my stalker cards. The Champion of Wands also is one of my stalker cards, the Knight of Wands specifically, and the Fool. Let's try and read the meaning behind them. So, the Five of Wands. Oops. In everything you do, your motivations and purpose will come under scrutiny. Conflict and competition threatens to derail your pathway, so find a way to make peace with the discord. Learn from diverse voices rather than letting it be a source of dispute. It may be a powerful learning moment, or perhaps time to mind your own business. Oh wow. Okay. The Five of Wands is also a card of conflict, and I would point it at inner conflict more than anything, because it's about being stubborn and not accepting what's in front of you. And I'm definitely stubborn, so this is why. The Champion of Wands, wild and spirit-led, this blackbird has taken flight with purpose. When the moment is right, fly. They must harness their passion without being overcome by zealous energy. This buildup of energy, whether it's joy or anger, needs direction to be effective. Perhaps you have launched into something new and feel experimental. Enjoy the thrill and embrace your freedom. If you're feeling nervous, seek out good souls to take you under their wing. Nice reminder. And lastly, the Fool. Invoke the tickling of a joyous memory. Belly laugh ache, conjure optimum, free flow, wonderment and fun as you dive into transformation. We've come to the center of the pack, the zero. Skip like a kid onto the ladder of your major arcana. And the meaning is unprepared, adventurous, naive, and hopeful. The Fool strides towards the precipice with energetic naivety and a romantic notion of adventure. Ignorance is bliss, but also welcomes risks. Whether it is fearlessness or fear you feel as you take the plunge, there's endless experiences and wisdom to be embraced. You may be ready, or perhaps you're holding back. Fear is a dreadful thing, so if you're afraid, consider dipping your toe in the water and finding your own route to feel more prepared. Well, I really like this deck. I'm so happy I got it. I'm really happy I got it. I like the colors. I like the fact that it's genderless. I like the fact that it's made in the UK. I like the fact that it's plastic free, with respect and consciousness when it comes to manufacturing a deck. I think this is one of the things I appreciate the most, being mindful of the world that you bring your product in. The colors and, as I said, the palette, I don't think I can find a flaw. Maybe the borders, but even so, I think they're the perfect size for me. At least I can. It's, the card is smaller than my hands, which is nice. So yeah, this is a good one. It is a good one. I'm going to show you the Trinity Tarot deck because I got that one as well. So I had the opportunity to buy 2 decks with the Kickstarter that they sent me. This is number 459 out of 800, and I got the 4 of Cups, which is not one of my favorite cards, I must admit. And this is a really nice sticker, which I'm going to try and not rip off, and I'll do it off camera. Okay, now we're back. This is the Trinity Tarot. It's a tuck box tarot. It's a square, oops, square-shaped tarot deck. It says Trinity Tarot by Matt Paul Weisner. I think that's not the name that Harry goes by anymore. It's plastic-free and recyclable, printed in England and made with love. Copyright 2020. 78 cards and prompt sheet. What does it say here? Designed and illustrated by... And 2nd edition. I think this one is still on sale on his on Harry's Etsy shop. Sorry, no, sometimes I black out. About this deck: a beautifully concise deck that combines themes and symbols from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot with new visual interpretations. Includes reimagined genderless core card titles: The Apprentice Page, The Champion Knight, The Keeper Queen, and The Crown King. So it follows the same structure as the Transient Light Tarot. Being a tuck box, I don't imagine it standing the test of time, but we'll see. This is the box on the inside. Has a bit of damage here. I don't mind it. It's just your regular tuck box, and nothing annoying. Nothing. I've had worse. This is the card prompts. Oh, it's a very short leaflet, but I think the quality of it is nice. It's a nice paper that it's printed on. So we have the majors. I can see a few of them in the same shape and form in the Transient Light Tarot, like the Fool, Unprepared, Naive, Hopeful, the Magician, Equipped, Resourceful, Manifestation. Then the Minors, and that's it. Here the Pentacles are the Pentacles and the Cups are the Cups, so no other changes. Let's see the backs. It's a tiny deck. I can imagine taking it when I go out. It's a tiny deck with reversible backs, if that's your thing. So here's the Fool, the Magician with the tools. This time they are the traditional tools. So we have the Pentacles, this the Wand, the Cup, and the Sword. Sorry, I just realized I was a bit out of the frame. The High Priestess, the Empress. The titles have remained the traditional ones. The Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant with the book and the knowledge. The Lovers with the snake and the passion, interesting, and the eye. Chariot. It's interesting because we have the Moon and laurels and moving into 2 different directions, which is sometimes associated with the Cancer sign. So yeah. Strength card, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, the Hanged One. Interesting choice of imagery to use the cross, the upside down cross for this. Oops, 2 of them. The Death. Similar imagery to the one in the Transient Light Tarot. Temperance. The Devil. I like this. It kind of reminds, like mirrors the Lover's card, which is interesting. The Tower, the Star, the Moon, and the Sun. Everything is growing and blooming under the sun. The Judgment, the World, Ace of Cups with the ring finger, very obvious. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, which is the exact same one I got here, signed. The Four of Cups, as I said, the Five of Cups, these cups are empty, these cups are not. Nice. Six of Cups, very Rider-Waite in this depiction. Very minimal, obviously, but very Rider-Waite. Seven Cups, again, very Rider-Waite. Eight of Cups. This is more of a numerology exercise than tying it back to the Rider-Waite deck. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Apprentice, the Champion, the Keeper, and the Crown. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, the Five, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna point it out. I do appreciate the traditional imagery of the Eight of Wands. It was one of the cards I connected with the hardest, because it was so difficult to see the message in it. But whenever I get a new deck, I'm always interested to see how new artists convey the message of the card. I'm really appreciative of the people who try to put this in, to put a spin on this card, because I find it so difficult. The original image is so void of anything. It's kind of difficult to think outside the box, I think, when it comes to that card. So yeah, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, Apprentice. This is a nice Champion of Wands, Keeper of Wands, Crown of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there are tears on the sides. It's a nice touch, even though it's painful. Everyone who sees that card, getting it in a reading, everyone is like, oh my god, the Three of Swords. It's not that bad. Five of Swords, Six of Swords, nice. The Seven of Swords. Interesting. I'm not sure if they have anything in the prompt for this, but I'm just gonna check. Where are the swords? Yeah, mine are here. Seven of Swords, Deception, Betrayal, Strategy. Okay. I can see this being connected to the betrayal in a way. Eight of Swords. Ooh, that's a very powerful image for the Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords. That's a scary image for the Ten of Swords. The Apprentice, Champion, cute Keeper of the Swords, and the Crown. And now the Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, oops. Four of Pentacles, nice. Five of Pentacles. Similar imagery to the Transient light again, with the string of pearls being broken. Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine, the 10. This time Ari didn't go for the Tree of Life representation of the Ten of Pentacles. The Apprentice. What did I call it earlier? Oh, I forgot already. Champion of Pentacles. The Keeper of the Pentacles. I like this one a lot. And the Crown of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. I'm not going to try and riffle shuffle it or anything, mainly because I can't, so I'm just gonna overhand. It's nice. It's slim enough to make it easy to shuffle like this. I think it's a very, very nice little deck that you can take with you and use it on someone if you're out and about. I might take it with me today when I go out. Okay. Let's see, what do you have to tell me? Oops! All of the cards. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Give me 1 second. Okay, what do we have? We have the High Priestess, the Seven of Wands. One more. And the Hanged One. Interesting how the cards showed up. Let's try and read what we have. So the High Priestess, intuitive, unbiased, and seeking. Then Seven of Wands is perseverance, competition, and defense. And then the Hanged One, there's a typo here because it says Hangman. Surrender, sacrifice, humility. I do like the deck. I think it's going to become one of my favorite on-the-go decks, because right now sometimes I take my Radiant Rider-Waite Smith in a tin with me, but I think this one is nicer and appeals to more people than the traditional deck. So what are we going to do with these two decks? I think both of them have value. This one will be used for readings for others and for myself. This one will be used for readings on the go, probably. I would recommend buying either or both. I think they are really, really nice, but if you only have money for one of them, get this one. If you just starting your journey, get this one. That's what I would recommend. That's what I would do if I was just beginning. I really like the artwork. I think the Transient light with the guidebook, I think it has more value because it can give you an insight on what the idea behind the deck is and how it was created, how people helped build this. There's a thank you note kind of at the on the back of the card, the guidebook. This first edition of Transient Light Tarot was made possible by the kind backing of 593 supporters on Kickstarter. This deck is dedicated to you. Thank you. So yeah, it's a nice guidebook, it's a nice deck, it's a nice quality, it's printed locally, made by a local artist, which I'm always happy to support. This is why I got this his first deck as well, because I think there's value in supporting people close to you. I think they're both amazing amazing tools, and I will use them probably very, very much. There are decks I didn't think I will use ever, like New Immortals Tarot, which I've done a review of a couple of months ago, and now I'm using it almost daily. The Mystic Monday Tarot, which is a mass market deck, which didn't appeal to me, but then one of my friends gifted me the deck, and I was like, oh, this reads quite well, so very different in style, but I knew from the first time when I saw this Kickstarter campaign, I knew I wanted, and I backed it as soon as possible, and I'm so happy to have it now and be able to use it. So thank you, Ari, for your work and for bringing this project to life. Thank you to everyone who's watched this, and please leave a like, share, comment if you enjoyed this video, if you like the deck, if you have the deck, what's your opinion on it. I would love to hear it from you. And as always, I do hope to see you in another video.